So Robert, you're the Director of Security and Resilience at London First.
That's correct, yes.
What are the security challenges that you're seeing in your area at the moment?
Well, I think there are a number, but the first one, and I'll put aside, is Brexit, and we won't go down that channel. But I think there are two, which I would put under the headings of two C's, really. One is crime, and under that I would cover terrorism, as well as cyber. Because I think for businesses, cyber and digital security is a growing problem because of the wave of attacks that they are receiving. And of course, everyone's interest is in terrorism, which is going to perpetuate, I'm afraid. But the other one I would highlight is climate change. And rather than looking at the causes of that, I think the flooding that you're seeing in Houston at the moment, we have seen in London, perhaps not quite to that degree, but I would also cover pollution. I think are going to become security issues of the future. So we need to keep an eye on what's currently happening as well as what's over the horizon.
Now, that's very interesting because novel security problems are something that I've looked at in the past, and I've written a paper on the impact of the decline of the bee population on international stability. Do you see a greater convergence between what we consider as novel security problems and our general security issues that are at the forefront of everyone's mind at the moment?
Yes, I think this is a development of security which people are going to have to grapple with, that it's coming from a diverse range of causes, whether it's the bee or the climate. And unless you understand how the holistic approach to security is going to evolve, then I don't think you're going to really be adaptable to it. And it doesn't mean you have to be a bee expert or a climate expert. What you have to know is how is it going to impact upon you, and how do you make your whole staff resilient to those changes, whatever they may be.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're running one of the conferences at the UK Security Expo at the end of November.
Indeed.
Are these issues going to come out of the conference, or what else is coming out?
Yes, part of the conference proceedings that we're organising is about resilience, and we have developed an app called the Application for Resilient Communities, which is an attempt to try and help people through an app put on information and draw down information that will help them to become resilient to whatever challenges they may see coming across the horizon.
Now, the apps give me a perfect intro to talk about technology, because how important is technology, do you think, to our future approach to security?
Well, it's affecting every aspect of work. It doesn't just security, it's education, it's mining. Wherever you look, technology has a growing impact. And I think security is particularly relevant in terms of artificial intelligence and social engineering, that those aspects are going to become more dominant in the way we conduct security and allow us to get ahead of the game and also compensate for the lack of resources that we have to devote to that particular topic.
Now, artificial intelligence, we can't keep our networks secure at the moment. Is it going to be a benefit for staff, artificial intelligence, or do you think there's a risk that if the criminals get it first, they could use that to exploit us in a better way?
I think it's both sides, and you have to address both. I mean, look at the growth of the Internet of Things. Billions of devices now connected to the Internet, making life easier in some respects, but also posing tremendous security challenges. And I think it's incumbent upon the security industry to actually get into the security design early on and say, look, you're connecting my fridge to the Internet. How are you making my fridge secure? And I don't think that's been done sufficiently enough yet. So as new technologies come on, like artificial intelligence and robotics, we need to be early in the design phases of those so that we don't end up with the problem you just presented.
Well, I'm looking forward to the conference at the end of November, because it sounds as if it's going to be absolutely fascinating. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us.